I am in full appreciation of having been introduced to Abraham by my sister about a year ago. Wow. I love myself. I found out that I love myself, and that was about 5 months ago after daily, and this unconditional love thing is amazing. It's amazing. All my life I always thought I understood what love is. It was always but. It was always but.
Or needing to control things you can't control, and then not
worrying
getting too
about
far.
what other people think.
Yeah.
And it's
That's the
okay.
biggest thing.
I finally know it's okay to believe that I am glorious.
Yeah.
It's okay, and everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
I started reading the Seth material about the same time that Jerry did. Coming to this chair has been in the makings for a long time. I would like to talk about human physiology and vibration. When I was, well, let's just say a while ago, when I was younger, young teenager looking in the mirror, I wish I looked better, pimples, all. And never in my life up to this point had I noticed that my face was crooked. Asymmetrical, it's crooked. And the thought came immediately, well, fix it. Okay. And so for the next several years, I focused my movement to this fixing the asymmetry, specifically the facial asymmetry. And around the same time, coming to read that there is no separation and that there's body, mind, and spirit. And with body, mind, and spirit, asymmetry means wobble. If I've got a left and a right that's out of balance, then I'm wobbling. I've got the eternal spirit in me, and I've got the now spirit in me. And if they're out of balance, I'm wobbling.
Perfect.
I've got... Our human physiology is a two-way communication mechanism. We are blessed with this mechanism that has... It's always communicating with us, and we're always communicating with Source, and we don't know it.
You do now. That's what we mean when we say you're finding alignment at every level of your being.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So this thought of fixing something, it finally became clear to me after many years of
Okay.
Okay.
A quick question.
Yes.
And we're really enjoying what you're saying, and we agree with everything you're saying. But we have a question for clarification. So the cells of your body, let's just talk about the trillions of cells of your body.
Yes.
Do you think that they are predominantly responding to, being guided to, getting their information from Source?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why your bodies are, for the most part, doing so well. And yet, does it seem logical that if you have some issue that you're focused upon, so you are introducing some chronic resistance into your pattern, that you could hinder the cell's communication with Source?
Yes.
Yeah, that we just want to
Yes.
get that in there because that's how that imbalance
Well, you
happens.
knew where I was going because I was focused on, for so many years, I was focused on fixing something. I was focused on something that was broken. Like it's not right that it's crooked.
Which introduced more of the wobble.
Yes, and so I
Yeah.
thought, well, and then I started reading more on this positive mental attitude and thinking positively and thinking on the positive side of things. And well, okay, well, I'm not fixing anything. I'm moving into symmetry.
Perfect.
I'm moving into symmetry.
Perfect.
And in that, I am moving into more of a balance of my energies. There's no separation, right? There's no separation of anything.
You cannot separate yourself from Source, but you can tune more keenly to it or less keenly to it. And so we use softer words like pinch yourself off a little bit or introduce resistance to it that makes the signal not as clear. Yeah.
Right, and so similar to what the chiropractors talk about.
And when you do that, what's the first manifestation of that?
Of pinching off?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
And in an emotional way.
Right, yeah, sadness.
If there's an emotional indicator that you're pinching it off and you don't do something about allowing it to flow, don't worry, it will get bigger. When you cut off your air supply, you'll get bluer and bluer and bluer.